And Carcon Carney, we are now live. We are on Facebook. We are streaming. That's right. And we're going to meet the band in a second. Carcon Carney, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Business owners are continuing to figure out how to get around and work in this new normal brought on by the coronavirus. And C&H Financial Services is here to help. They offer a variety of products ranging from traditional merchant accounts to a zero-cost payment processing solution, which eliminates the expenses associated with accepting Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express as a form of customer payment. C&H Financial Services eTab solution is easy to set up for your business for online ordering and curbside pickup. They also offer cost-effective commercial lending programs, which can help get your business the money it needs to make it through these unprecedented times. To learn more, contact C&H Financial Services at 855-600-2437 or go to chfs.us. Right now, you're probably thinking, wow, James, you are the most handsomely dressed person in all the internet right now. Tell us who does your wardrobe. And to that I say, Diagonal, my guest tonight. I'm wearing a handsome Diagonal.
Great. Looking great. Very nice.
It's appropriate in all occasions. It's a handsome look, whether you're going to semi-formal dinner or you're just lounging around the house.
Or a formal dinner. Why it's limited?
That's right.
Mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs, all the mitzvahs.
All the mitzvahs. And happy New Year to you all. Diagonal is here. I love this band, and I would try to describe you, but I think you do the best job yourself, melding reverb-soaked psychedelia with elements of post-punk, krautrock, and new wave. This five-piece is adept at creating a groove and writing it into some strange and beautiful places, like Carcon Carney. Nice to meet you all. Before we get into your music, can we just talk about how cool Dan's room is? He's in his record room.
Yeah, check it out. There's more of it on this side of the camera too, but I can't really give a tour that easily with a laptop. But these two have seen it.
So for people who are listening after the fact,
this is yellow submarine Lego set.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty badass. So for people who are listening, because we're recording this live on video on Facebook, but people hear it afterwards as a podcast. I'm looking at Dan. First of all, he's pounding a beer with, I think, George Harrison's face on it. He is surrounded by vinyl. Oh, there's a Yellow Submarine Lego kit.
It's actually Ringo, but...
Oh, is that Ringo? Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a Floyd record on top of a stack of other records. I guess I bring this up because I'm not surprised that you are a music head, a music enthusiast. I hear it in the band. I mean, there's a certain agelessness to what I hear. If I'd never heard you before and someone played your music for me, and if someone had told me you were a band from 1995, I'd believe it. If someone had told me that you were a band from 2025 sent here from the future, yeah, I'd believe that too. There's a certain timelessness to what
those are both great eras of music right there. But...
Oh, 2025.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Don't worry.
Yeah. The whole post-apocalyptic era that came out of 2025, like the music from the ruins, all that stuff. I mean, it's untouchable.
Mad Max element, new stuff. So.
Brumley, you're pretty big into COVID core, as I understand.
COVID core, yeah. I've been trying to get it started, so.
So as we start to talk about your new music, I want to give a couple of teases of what's out there. First of all, I wanted to start by playing just a little hint of the song Anticipation. You put this out a few months ago. This song just sounds super cool. I'm going to play a couple seconds of the song as it exists on YouTube. And C&H Financial Services. From traditional merchant accounts to a zero. Super cool. I mean, that's just cool sounding stuff. I just want to give a tease. I want people to dig in and really dig into the music after the fact And wait, hang on. Am I still? I'm still playing it. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
still hearing the song.
I still hear it. I can't tell if it's me or.
No, it's me. I'm still mastering all the different off and on switches here as I pilot the Zoom. I love the way that song sounds. Are you still looking at fall for putting out a new LP?
It's in the can, so it's off to mastering. I don't know if it'll come out fall or early next year at this point, but I think the hope is to try to get it physically in our hands in the fall, though. So
it's done
pretty soon.
It's just not out, is the thing. So
it's done.
It's there.
You know, there's artwork and yeah.
Well, it's hard to figure out, and Silas is just done. Do we just lose Silas? Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
It's hard to figure out with the situation we're in when the right time really is to unleash music. I mean, I tend to think that sooner the better. We're all starved for content, but I don't know. There's another school of thought that says wait until you can tour behind something or get out and play this stuff.
We've had that discussion a few times, whereas we can put something out, but then we can't tour with it. We can't do a record release show. But then we kind of look at it as, at least we're getting something out to people that want something new to listen to. There's nothing going on. Might as well put out a record. So it's kind of that debate. It's tough.
Well, one thing I truly believe about your band, this is the kind of music I want to listen to when I'm on a long, late night road trip, like going through dark, poorly lit highways and roads. I think your music is perfect for that. So, maybe put it out there that get people on the road, safely driving across the country, enjoying some new Diagonal music.
Yeah, it'll be out there sooner than later, and we're not going to sit on it for much longer.
There's another song on the new LP, Negatives. This song comes on, and I don't know if this is a crazy comparison, but it feels like U2. It comes on like that to me. But then by the time it exits, it makes you feel like you've just lived through a night of poor decisions.
That's why they didn't call it Positives.
Exactly. And the secret, the secret sauce of Negatives, the bass. I think that song is all about the bass.
Oh my God, Sweet Dale.
Love the way that sounds. And there's another new song which no one's really heard, which I just wanted to give a little tease of, a song called Waves, which is totally bad. Can I know it's not out there. Can I just give a little hint?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fine with me.
Okay, I'm going to pull this up on QuickTime.
Ooh, QuickTime.
That's right. Here we go.
There it is.
Sounds so cool. If there's one thing you all know how to do, it's how to set a mood with music.
Appreciate that.
That's just a little tease, a little hint of what's to come.
It's another good bass line from Dale.
Hey Dale, yeah.
For real.
He's one of our favorite collaborators in the what we call Diagonal Collective of
it's kind of like a village. It's like a village now. I'm not even sure if we're a 5-piece anymore. I think we're back to a 6-piece. We have a new organ
people
player.
kind of come in and out, and we add what we need, and so
2023 full polyphonic spree. We're gonna go nuts.
Yeah, robes and all. Yeah,
polyphonic spree, pig face. I mean, just it's like a fraternal organization. They're like Shriners, really.
It's gonna get bonkers. I mean, I want to be in 2 17-piece bands. That's kind of my goal.
Yeah.
What's everybody drinking tonight?
This is some kind of lager for a Pilsner from Rogue. I can't remember what exactly, but I got it at the Food Smart. It's good.
Silas, what are you enjoying?
If you know me from the UP, I'm drinking Labatt Blue Light. It's the light that ails you, bub.
There's a light
You
version
know me
of the
from
band.
Indiana. I'm drinking champagne velvet. Hey, you idiot, have a beer.
That actually is the catchphrase.
Wait,
Right on the side of the box.
this is an important question. It sounds. Are you? I didn't know. Are you Canadian?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm from Indiana.
Okay.
It's from America's Canada.
Yeah.
And the reason why I ask, you said Bub, and the only other person I've ever heard say Bub is Wolverine in the X-Men comics, and he's Canadian. That's why I asked.
Okay. So I am absolutely hopelessly addicted to Comic Books Explained. Hi, Rob. He is this guy that explains, like, he basically just cliff notes comics for you in a very like beautiful baritone. And yeah, and through this I've learned about his wife Mariah. I've learned all kinds of sorts of things, but yes, I listened to a bunch of X-Men stuff comics.
Yeah, I mean, based on your enthusiasm for comics and your band's general enthusiasm for music, I think we should all be. I should be part of the 17-person collective. Really,
Yeah.
I should be a member of Diagonal.
You've got the T-shirt
Play
already.
fly or
Definitely I've
got the T-shirt.
Welcome aboard.
I
We
fit
always
the
need
suit.
extra tambourine, so.
Alex, what are you drinking?
I am actually drinking a Coors Light.
Coors.
And a Chewbacca koozie, though.
Oh, there you go.
That makes it a little nicer.
There you go. So it's been a pretty productive pandemic for you.
Yeah, we've been keeping busy. Yeah, mostly working on this album. Been mixing it and touching it up with our engineer, Brian Fox. Hey, Brian.
Hey.
Hey,
Well,
Brian.
as Chicago's premier COVID core band, it doesn't surprise me that you've been as productive as you have been.
We're gonna start that. We're gonna start it. We're gonna start that movement, COVID core.
That's going to turn on us so bad, so fast.
Yeah, that
Hear
clock's
that band
ticking.
talking about COVID core? God.
Dude, COVID core is just me in between takes and I'm having a cigarette and hacking my lungs out.
Let's talk a little band history. You've been around a few years. I mean, I remember first hearing a Wide-Eyed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Just reverb and shoegazery type of song. Waterloo's another great song from that era. When did you officially start?
When was it?
We kind of started around early in 2015 because the kind of original part of it, but we didn't start recording and releasing stuff till 2016. I think our first show was in July of 2016. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just got back from Mexico.
Yeah, it was around then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made sure to have an EP ready. The very first show we had tapes for sale. I wanted to just have we knocked that out. I didn't want to be a band that didn't have merch. Like show number one, let's have a tape. You know, let's have that material there for people to buy. But yeah,
All right. Can you explain to me cassettes? Because I remember the first go around with cassettes, and they were always an inferior way to listen to music. They snapped, they broke, they didn't sound as good. Why is there a cassette renaissance?
Chicago's seen it pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So I started a cassette label a few years ago.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Great idea. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But so I can speak to it. It's
Sorry,
it's either
well
well
good night,
loved.
everybody.
Yeah. So this will be the rest of the podcast now.
Cassettes with Dan.
no.
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, no, it's either well loved or well hated. But what I always liked was it's just cheap. It's an affordable way to get some merch out. We got a guy that dubs tapes fantastically. He knows what he's doing, and if you know what you're doing, they tend to sound pretty good still. So it was just an alternative to vinyl because vinyl was so expensive for such a long. It still is.
Absolutely.
So just to have something that you could knock out in a couple weeks and then have it on your merch table and go, there it is. It comes with a digital download if you don't have a tape deck. So
Right.
Yeah. It's also kind of like somebody can take something home tangible.
yeah.
As opposed, like I hate buying music and then there's nothing. You don't have it.
I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
So at least then it's a tape, download code, cool. You got something.
I'll say that like I was definitely skeptical when Dan was like, I think I want to do cassettes. I was like, that's really, really awesome. I really want to get into Pogs. But like as he kind of like explained his vision for it and everything like that, it kind of made a lot of sense because like I don't think I've ever walked into a show with like $20 cash in my pocket. especially when I'm playing one, and especially when I walk out of that show. So like, there's never been a point where like I had like excess money to buy that, but like if I can grab a cassette for like $7, $5, whatever, you know what I mean? That's a beer and a half. Actually, if you're in Indiana and on the right night, that can be 35 beers. But that's not related here. But what's amazing about it more than anything is that like you find yourself listening to the music online, and like a lot of Bandcamp occupies a lot of my time.
Same.
But it's kind of awesome to like the way Dan especially designs J cards and things like that. It's really cool to see like how much craft goes into it, and to walk away with that piece, the connection you make with the artist itself, and then to also then just have that digital download. So it's like don't worry, we get that it's excessive and you may not be committed to like using your cassette player. There's a digital download, so like all your friends can think that you do.
That's
you know
amazing.
what I mean? Yeah. You can tell them that you have the most wood paneled, like silver aluminum cassette player that uses like L batteries that aren't even real. You can do all of that and then go home and download it onto Bandcamp and then stream it on Spotify instead.
There it is. I just want to apologize, Dan. No insult intended, or please.
No, not at all. Trust me, I've heard much worse said about tapes. So
oh my gosh, yeah.
Truly, and I try to do my homework. I try to be aware of who I'm talking to. I missed that part of the Dan.
I should plug the label real quick. It's called Midwest Action, MidwestAXN.com. We're also a music blog, but yeah, no, we did that. We've done like 60 tape releases, some records and CDs too. But
and to Alex's point, I agree. Having something physical. I mean, I've got my records right behind me. I love when Bandcamp Day rolls around. I like to buy vinyl and merch. I like to have, because I can listen to music all day long online, but I like having something to hold from the artists I like. And
there's certain things that actually do sound better on cassette. I know this sounds strange, and I don't want to say this to anyone. I don't want to like lump anybody else into like U2 fandom, but U2 War sounds better on cassette from it. Like if you're listening through it in a stereo, like 1985 Nissan 300ZX, whatever you're riding in, but like dated, that cassette, that's power right there. All is quiet on a New Year's Day. That's all I'm saying.
True. Just bust out that old Island Records cassettes, pop it into the TX dual cassette deck with the Onkyo receiver, and you are ready to roll.
I got an Onkyo receiver right here. Damn.
Stop it.
You know my gear. Yeah, I do.
Also, TX representatives, in my personal experience, are also uncertain as to how the name of their brand is pronounced.
It's not TX?
Yeah. No. I am convinced that it is. However, I have called for support, and it has been Teak, it has been Tiok, and it has been TX.
No.
It spanned the breadth from the employees' mouths. Yes.
Huh.
I don't understand anything.
I don't know.
So, My Bloody Valentine's, I love this. Sounds fantastic on cassette too.
Yes.
It sounds so good on cassette.
It's the chorus, like as the tape wears.
Yeah.
It just makes it like so much better.
It's even more compression.
It sounds like a tape to begin with.
Right, exactly, yeah.
That album sounds good submerged underwater. That album sounds good through styrofoam. There's no place that album doesn't sound good.
I think that's how they recorded it, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, perhaps. Underwater through styrofoam.
Yeah.
All right, so new album coming. Oh wait, go ahead, Silas.
I was gonna say I explicitly listened to Peaches on Wax Cone.
Oh. And go ahead.
Peaches is in.
That was such a waste of time.
Is in Fuck the Pain Away, Peaches?
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that exact one. I just found out they have another song like 2 days ago.
Diagonal, there's new music on the way. Obviously, it'll be available on cassette when it does come out.
One of many formats. We're looking at vinyl also. Yeah.
They're probably going to do vinyl this time. So
yeah.
Because there's something substantive, especially for an artist, to have your work on
Oh,
vinyl.
yeah. And
Very satisfying.
I work at a pressing plant these days. There's only one Chicago pressing plant. You had them on the show, I think.
Smash
Andy
Plastic?
and Steve from Smash Plastic. Yeah. So we'll be doing it at Smash Plastic. So
Right on.
we'll
I believe they immortalized us on vinyl for the very first time.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, on their first release, yeah.
Their grand opening party.
I ever sang for this band.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, love those guys. Love what they're doing. Love how much they're doing with Chicago musicians. Just fantastic stuff. All right, Diagonal,
Agreed.
I think you're great. Thank you for joining me tonight. From
Always a pleasure.
All corners of Chicago.
We got nothing going on right now, so
tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm gonna finish this call. I'm gonna put this into audio form for the podcast feed, and then I'll just start scrolling Netflix for 30 minutes until I give up and go to bed. That's that's my nightly death march. That's what I do.
It's a Thursday. Yeah, that's the usual Thursday.
That sounds correct to me.
Yeah, it feels like a vacation. All right, I'm gonna stop the Facebook live feed. Thank you everybody for watching there. Much appreciated.